Good afternoon, it's me Paddy from Across the Shock, and you're very welcome back to the channel. And I thought I would do this video myself. I was thinking of doing it on our Thursday show, but it's not really for a Thursday show. It's a bit of a rant, but it's just it's not a bad rant. It's actually a good rant because I've been watching news like everybody, and all these tariffs are all gone up. And this is by no means a slur on the States. They can do whatever they want. It's their country. They can do whatever they want, and you just accept it or you don't accept it. That's life. But what I want to talk about is here in the UK. How's this all going to affect us as knife lovers and people who purchase knives? Well, the honest answer for somebody like myself, and I'm just going to put my budget out here, I have a budget of about £100 a month. I can go up a little bit if I want, and I can come down a little bit. Some months I don't buy anything now. I trade a lot. I buy second hand, so I'm normally getting two or three knives a month that I'm buying second hand. And that's me. I'm quite happy. I like bargains. I love because, and here's the other killer, right? In the UK, we have a blade length limit of 3 inches. We're only allowed non-locking knives. We aren't going to get affected. We'll get affected by the normal climate when prices go up because materials are dearer. That's acceptable. People's wages are dearer. So everything sort of goes up, and a lot of the companies are now starting to put a little bit of money on their prices. Not over the top, but they're just putting a little bit. And I'm talking about UK companies. So we're in a very privileged position. And for me, I want to talk about what it is. When we buy American-made knives, and I'm going to do that because that's mostly what I buy outside of Europe, it's going to be American. I mean, American-made knives, they're fantastic. I love them. This is a Spyderco Para 2, one of the most popular knives in the knife community. I would say nearly everybody who's in the community any length of time will have come across a Para 2 in the collection. They're already pricey to buy. And now we're going to get, here in the UK, Europe's a bit different, but we're going to get another 10% put on top of it. And the reason I picked the Spyderco is because I love the fact that Spyderco do different blades. I got this one just this week, in a trade. I had a Manix in S110V. I traded for a Crucarta. So I've got Cruware and my Carta. Yes, it's not brand new, but the blade has not had that much off it at all, if any. It's been sharpened before. It's a Crucarta, and say the equivalent price would have been about $130 for what I traded for this. So it cost me $130 for a Crucarta. To buy this new is going to cost you $250 upwards, I'm sure. I don't even know the price because it's out of my price bracket of what I'm wanting to buy at the minute. Second hand is the way I'm going with, expensive knives. I mean, the bug out. That simple little bug out that came out was light, made of plastic, overpriced at the time anyway. Benchmade they've got their own price. They've got their own tariffs they put on prices just to get that butterfly. I mean, this is a high-end one. It's got titanium. It's got S20 CV. It's fantastic, super knife. But would I pay the price for them now? Absolutely not. So, and that's again not a slur. It's just something I wouldn't pay the asking price for. Getting them secondhand, like I got this one, like most of the only one that I've paid the full asking price for in my collection at the moment is my Chris Reeve, and that was a fortune. And it's not, in all honesty, £650 for the one I got, which is a small 31 with my Carter scales. £650. That's bloody dear. But it was a knife that I really wanted, so I traded and I sold to get that knife. I'll never do that again. I just wanted that one in brand new. It was the new sort of iteration of it, and I wanted it. So the thing is, here in the UK, because these locking knives are non-carryable for us, it makes what I do even better, and that is I collect my own country's knives. And the steels that they use on my own country's knives, they're not big import prices. I mean, most of the steels I've got is 01, C75, 1095. These are all steels that are readily available here that we're not going to get charged the earth for. The Scandinavian steels, your 14C, your 12C, whatever, They're readily available. That's not going to change. Them prices are not going to go up other than normal inflation over here in the UK and Europe. So, I mean, if they need be, they can import the steels from there. You have Sheffield steels. But, I mean, you've got German steels, Boker, and the Boker still use 440C. They still use O1 tool steel. They use steels that is for a traditional knife collector. The steels are not going to get affected by these world prices because they make them in-house and they're just shipping them across the shuck to us. So, yes, you're going to pay a bit for import coming in and out. That's fair enough. But our prices are not going to go sky high. For the simple fact is, you put the prices up sky high here and people will not buy. I mean, here, between here and the United States, I would say the majority of people in the United States have a bigger cash flow for buying pocket knives. They have that bigger, cash flow. But over here, there's a lot of people that are going to be in my situation. I know a lot of people are in that sort of, they can spend £100 and a bit more if they really need to, but we'll just save up and buy what we want. But with the knives that I collect, I don't have to. Like my Arthur Wrights, they cost you 30, 40 quid. Yeah, the Taylor's Eyewitness, just, they're not expensive knives. They're all under £50 for their basic models. You can go up to Ashley's models are about 150 to 180 for a handmade custom knife. And there's other ones, like there's Andy Brock, is about average 220 now. They've just gone up. Fair enough. You've got Stephen Cocker. You've got Shing. You've got Self-Made Knives. They're just some of the ones that I collect and that I like. They're from UK makers. And again, the custom knives are the basic price of a spider coat, you know what I mean? And you're getting a custom knife and not a manufactured. That's the joy I like. So you get what you want, you can play it. So we are absolutely in a really nice position now, because a few years ago to get a Spyderco PM2 and Crewwear in micarta cost a fortune. And it still does. I mean, they just get dearer every time they bring a new model out. And again, that's it. That's their business practice. That's fine. For those in America, they're going to be able to buy them at those prices. The prices are not going to have to go up in America because they're using American steels a lot of the time. But for me, this price increase has definitely put me off buying knives that are imported. I can't afford all that import tax, and I don't need it. I mean, I'm lucky I've got knives now. And my advice to anybody is just about, if you want the more expensive, what are going to be more expensive American-made knives, buy them in the second-hand market, because there is still a lot of people in this country can afford to buy them on a monthly basis. They can buy whatever, can buy whatever they want, and I'm all for that. Yeah, please do. Because they have to sell them again. They're not going to post them back to America. They're going to sell them here. And that's why you can get deals. After a year or two that these knives have been out, you can then get the deals. And to me, that makes more sense, because I like changing my knives. I like trading them for something else and changing it up every now and then, because I don't keep an awful lot of locking knives anymore. But this is a time, in any country, should it be America, China, Europe, the UK, this is the time to buy in-house. This really is the time to buy in-house and buy your own makers. Get to know your makers. Follow channels like mine, like Slippy's. Go and follow the local channels that are buying local, buying UK-made knives. And a lot of them are bought in the second-hand market, because you can go to car boot sales. You can go to, the antique shops, and you can pick up old ones. Funny, I just got this one from Slippy. It was a little gift when we went over, and it's a Richardson Southern. It's a little pen knife with a little thin, I call that a pen blade, but it's a large pen blade. It's 2.5 inches. So, I mean, that's going to do me. And beautifully aged. Look at that aged wood. The fingers and all's been over that, and the dents and it's just fantastic. This does me most days for anything I want. Yes, if I'm going down to the bins, I'll take a big locker with me usually, try to do big boxes and things like that. I'll take them, no problem. But again, I'm not in a war with China, and I know there's reasons why the States are doing it, but I'm not, and I don't mind going on to AliExpress or some other sites and buying a Ganzo. I mean, I've had this one for years, but I mean, I still love it. It's an absolute cracker. Is it the same as this? No, it's not the same, but it's not that far off it. Do you know what I mean? It's got an axis lock. This has the top lock, whatever you call that. Can't remember what they call it. So, I mean, so I have no shame in getting 440C Ganzo in this shape if that's what I want to have. And I have, you know, I've got both. I mean, I still got this, but I've got that. And I still use this in 440C. But it's coming at buttons compared to a Spyderco or a Benchmade. And I mean, like there's other knives. When I was over in Sheffield the other week and we went to the famous Sheffield shop, which I can't recommend enough for British knives, and especially Arthur Wrights and Ashley Harrison, you can get them there. You can get them, and if they don't have them, they'll get them for you. We're very much a society of, I want it now and I want it delivered tomorrow. And I can be like that as well. Definitely I can be like that. But I think because, I don't know, my generation, we didn't have, when I grew up buying things or collection hobbies, we didn't have that. We had to wait. You ordered stuff and it came and you waited and that was it. So getting stuff from China, getting stuff from Europe, getting stuff from anywhere that I have to wait a week or two maybe for it, I really don't mind. I put it in the back burner, pay for it, put it in the back burner. When it comes, it's another little nice surprise. You get the surprise of buying a nice new knife, and then you get the wait, and then you get the anticipation, and the knife means a little bit more because of that to me. But I know people want them straight away. And all our UK companies, they can post them next day delivery once they get them. Do you know what I mean? So it's never that long you have to wait. This I got at the famous Sheffield shop because I'd spent all my money when I was at Arthur Wrights. There's two of the knives I bought from Arthur Wrights when I was over. I'd spent my big budget that I'd taken over there on them. But this was in the shop. This is a tailor's eyewitness. Now, this is a tailor's eyewitness version, in my view, of a sodbuster. You can get it with the different blades, but I got this with a clip point blade, and this is some sort of molded plastic handle on it. But it's beautiful. It feels like G10. That's what it feels like. Look at the thickness of the back of that. That is sodbuster thickness. It's 4 fingers. I can get 4 fingers on it. I have a large hand, so 4 fingers on that. It's in a basic stainless steel, but it sharpens really easy. It has got a wicked edge on it, straight out of it wasn't even a box. It was one of those plastic wrapped ones. £28. So, I mean, again, this will do me. This has got enough girth, enough blade to do me for anything I want during the day. Big boxes, everything. It's just a super. And it's even got screwed construction. So if it loosens up, you can tighten it. This is a basic working knife. And I just love the fact that you can get that here. And I got another gift, well, it was from Zen Ali, which is this lovely little buffalo horn. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. It's different on this side, but on this side it's beautiful. I think it's buffalo horn. I'm not sure what the horn is. But it's a beautiful little 2-bladed pen knife. Oh, where am I? Oh, there we go. Where is it? Why am I not getting... Oh. I can't get the other blade out. So... it's a little 2-bladed pen knife, again about 2.5 inches long. This is not as sturdy as this one, or in fact the Richardson Southern, which, I mean, here's this is an old company that don't make anymore. So, I mean, that's just a lovely piece. But what I've got below here is some of the companies. We've gone through sort of the custom companies, but here's some of the companies. Arthur Wrights, you can get, famous Sheffield shop. But you can also, our big box stores, or whatever you want to call them, the online stores. This is another one. This is not an online. This is Twisted Assisted. This is one of their Barlows, an amazing Barlow, Arthur Wright Barlow, just beautiful in beautiful burlap micarta, 50 odd quid, 50 odd quid. Still for sale now. You can get them from Twisted Assisted. Well, I think he still has some left, but he does get them replenished. Heine Haynes have their own model now. And this is a sheep's foot. This has the red liners to denote that it's from Heine Haynes. A fantastic knife. It's just a super knife. Again, 40 quid, 40 odd quid. It's not that dear. And here's another one. This is where you can get it now. Paddy and Pals, 3 times a year we'll be bringing out a new knife. This year, it's the Tackler. Now, unfortunately, if you haven't already got one, these are gone. But these will have green liners, and we'll have our own stamp, Paddy and Pals podcast stamp, or PPP for Paddy's Potato Peelers, whichever you want to call it. But this is coming out shortly, and then we'll be doing another one in the summer. And we'll talk maybe a bit about that on Thursday, what the next model is going to be and what we're having in it, because that's sort of been sorted out now, so we can let you know on Thursday. But there are companies here that are getting them made by Arthur Wright. They're all Arthur Wright knives, and they're made now, and you can go and get them on Heine. What's the other one? I haven't got one of his yet. I have to get one of his. Is from Moonraker. They've got their own one now that's just for them, and it's got, what has it got that's different? Damn, I think it's the scale. Maybe the olive woods. I think you've got olive wood. Is it olive wood or something like that? They've got a different scale. So they get that. So you can get them. You don't have to wait anywhere. They'll deliver them to you next day. But if you want one that's not available elsewhere, a pattern is not available, head over to the famous Sheffield shop. They will order it for you. They'll do all the hard work. You just tell them what you want. They'll order it for you. And when it gets in, they'll ring you up. They'll let you know it's there, or they'll post it to you, whichever way you do it with them. They do online buying, so there's no problem getting them. It's just, you might have to go a wee step more, like ringing somebody, sending an email, whatever. But that's what you have to do. And the local, I'm trying to get round other knife makers, custom makers, and I can't buy them all. But I do want to promote them. And all I asked is I get some discount, because that way I can afford to buy one and show more of their products. I mean, these ones you'll see on my channel all the time. That's what I want for it. I'm just, I'm a pensioner. I can't afford to buy a new custom knife every day, but I would love to show them off so that people get interested. You look at these knives that are here, these custom knives. They're exceptional custom knives at a fraction of the price where you're going to get them anywhere else in the world. So we are really lucky. And what I'm saying is, let's get enthusiastic about our country, just as American is about theirs. And we all should be patriotic. Buy more at home. So, I mean, just do it. Just try it till you see what it's like. And all of these, I mean, you can buy on the second-hand market. There's lots of sites here in the UK that want trades or selling, and you get it reduced price, and then you sell one of yours at reduced price to somebody else, passes it round. So get involved, do that. And, if you can't really afford to buy, a lot of knives, trade. Trade some of the knives you have. Change your collection up. Just trade for something else. Even if you have to take a bath on some of them, it's some of the money's going to be off, so it's going to save you money, if you like. So if you've got a big collection, start trading out. Put a bundle together with 5 older knives that you're not using. Put a wee bundle out and say, I'd like a trade for this, or here's the price for this. And when you get that money, then you can invest it in something else. The best way to go. Don't let the down, because the word, every time I just watch the news now, I get depressed and everything's going to go bloody up again. And it is. But if you're buying from home, it isn't going to go up drastically. It will go up just through. I mean, the small business companies are now having to pay more wages to their staff now, so they've had to pass that on, and some of them are just in the process of getting that done. They'll put a few quid on them, but they have to do that. I mean, that's just, every country does that. If things go up, if the small companies have to pay out more money, like the national insurance, and it just has to go up. It has to come from somewhere, and you have to either bite the bullet, because you're getting a better wage now as things are going up. We've got pay, most of us have got pay rises. The standard minimum wage has gone up, so that's life. But buying from your home country or a European country, or in fact China, we're not barred from ordering from China now, and they're probably going to drop their prices so that other people will buy them. Well, heck me, I'm going to be buying them if they're cheaper and they're at a price that I can afford. Why not? I've no ties to anybody. This is my hobby. I do. It's not political. This is my hobby. This is my hobby. And if I can't get them out of some places that it's making them too expensive for me, don't buy them. Just dead simple. And that's not just America. There's other countries that charge too much. China charge too much for their knives now. They charge way too much for the knives, but hopefully they'll try to get into the European market a bit more, and they'll bring the prices down. Hey, happy days, I'll get them. Do you know what I mean? It's just look around, but buy at home. If you can buy at home, buy at home. Get passionate about your own custom makers. I mean, these knives are beautiful anywhere in the world. These basic knives are just super efficient working knives, everyday carry knives that cost you 40, 50 quid. And you can get beautiful. They're absolutely stunning. Just get used to it and don't worry about the prices around the world. If they're going to start putting it, I mean, Benchmade have been doing that before anything. I mean, Boker in America is very expensive, but Boker over here is not that expensive. So you have to shop about, you know, I mean, Americans have to shop about, we have to shop about, but just don't. I refuse, after this rant, I refuse to let the world's economics affect my hobby. Things will change and it'll settle down at some stage and we'll sort out things and then I can maybe afford to buy the other nations. But at the minute, I'm staying home, I'm buying home, or I'm trading for the foreign knives. Should it be Chinese, whatever, I'm trading. Oh, now I'm glad I got that out. That haven't had a wee rant like that in ages. I just want to buy, if you're in the UK, buy in the UK. In America, buy in America. Buy your own country stuff because it shouldn't be going up that much in price because it's your own stuff, your own steel. You know, that's the way to stick to it. That's the way to stick to it. And just don't let the world bother you. Still enjoy your hobby, but buy where you can afford. Don't worry about buying outside. If you're in America, don't bother buying Chinese because they're charging the bloody earth for them. I mean, they're just charging the earth because they've been getting away with it. Fine, I think they should have their socks pulled down. Get their panties pulled down, that's it. But for us here in the UK, don't worry too much about it because you can still get these in the second-hand market over here. There's plenty of people buy them and then want to move them on like we all do in the collection. I was over the moon to get that at Crucarta for the equivalent of about 130, which is just fantastic. So, anyhow, rant over. Thank you so much indeed. Please like, subscribe and comment. And it doesn't matter if you don't agree with me. Comment. It doesn't matter. It's not going to offend me. I mean, these are just my opinions. It's my channel and I'm going to say what I feel on my channel. And maybe I'm going to do it a wee bit more. Take care, everybody. Enjoy your knife hobby and chill. It's not going to be bad. Just buy at home until the rough ride is over and then you can go back doing what you want. Bye now. Take care. Bye.